Monday, Monday. It's so good to be Monday. Everybody coming through. Monday, Monday. So good to be Monday. Hey, hey, Auntie Babies. Hello, Auntie Babies and Boogie Woogies. How y'all doing this Monday? How y'all doing? Come on over, come on over to your auntie house. Good morning, Benzone. Good morning, auntie. Looking forward to seeing you this morning. Thank you, Benzone. How you been doing? Good morning, Miss Loretta. How are you? I'm doing good, Don. I'm here. Praise God. Yeah, so I'm be blessed for every day I see. How y'all guys? How y'all been doing? How y'all weekend went? How's everything going with all of y'all? Come on over to Auntie house. Even if you just want to come in and just hit the button, hit the light, hit the button and stuff. You can just hit the button, and if you got somewhere to be this morning, just give me a like and just keep it moving. Hell, at least you came. That's the main thing. At least you came and gave Auntie the view. Okay, Miss Rochelle, good morning. Yes, if sometimes, life is busy. You have stuff to do. You want to get your support. I ain't getting over a cold. How about the 70s? Oh, okay. How about, oh, you getting over a cold? It's 70? Okay. Yes, I think everybody been going through it with this weather. We never know what the weather going to be like. We just don't know. You just have to take what you can get. Yeah. Never the weather be changing so much, and it making everybody sick. Good morning, Auntie. You look beautiful, feeling a little under the weather, but warm and comfortable. Oh, okay, that's what count, Marvel. Good, Marcy. Good morning, beautiful. Getting ready for. Oh, okay, yes. You have to go make the donuts. I know how that is. Very so well. Yes, you have to go make the donuts. You have to get out there and get it. Yes, Auntie usually try to come out a little earlier than this, but I'm dragging this morning. My grandson, he's dragging. Maybe it's the weather. Maybe it's the weather got everybody just want to drag. But I don't know what he got to go to school. Good morning, Sylvia. Thank you. Good morning. Good morning to all my auntie babies and boogie woogies. I'm glad y'all coming over this morning. Well, I'm just coming out here just to do a little chit chat. I know y'all still supporting Danny on the petition because Mr. Yates he's getting out of control over there. He's gonna start saying all kind of foul stuff out his mouth, but that's what he do anyway. That's what he always was hard for me to watch, but it was very hard for me to watch for him to do the blight face now, if that don't set in people's mind about the blight face, I've never seen that video before. But nobody probably, even his friends that hang around him, they probably never seen that video where he painted himself the blight face. Stuff is coming out about this man every day. And hit the like button. Thank you, Mark, for so much. Yes, as you come in, hit the like button. Yes, hit the like button. Make sure you hit the like button. Yeah, he's painted himself black. He got the black face, and I, to be honest and truthful, I just wish that man would just go away. I don't know. He just should just take a effing break. Just go. But he's not gonna go. He's gonna just keep on continue until it just get worse and worse. Just being a better man, I effed up. I said some F things about, people, black people. And let me just take me a break right now to some of this maybe it'll die down. But see, he's not doing that. He's just trying to now he's trying to come for Danny, trying to talk about how the way she talk. And see, I don't like bullies. Auntie do not like bullies. They try to go up underneath the belt and try to say things to hurt people because somebody calling you out for what you did. And I just wish he would just go away. But like I said, he's not gonna go away. So you got to keep on with the petitions, and y'all keep supporting her. I want to let y'all know to keep on supporting her. I mean, if you can find people who willing to sign it, just sign it and keep on going at it. But anyway, I just came over here to talk about some things that happened to me in my past. About good morning, Kay. How you doing? I'm doing. I'm glad you're having a good morning. I hope you're having a good morning, Kay. Yes, I said I was gonna start talking about some things that that I experienced as a young girl. There are not anything wrong with Danny's voice. It's adorable and sweet. I know, but you heard her videos last night. What he was trying to say. Yeah, But you know what John Yates was trying to say about her voice? I said, yeah, he's starting now to become trying to be like a bully. Yes, ain't nothing wrong with her voice. She sound good to me. She sound almost like Auntie Loretta. Sound like we sure enough came from the real blood. Sure do. Yes, but you know how some people is. Good morning, Justin T. They don't have nothing else to talk. They will find something to talk about you about, like they do Auntie T. They want to say good morning, Dina. Good morning, Kay. They can't find nothing to talk about Auntie, so they just go to they go straight for the teeth. And that's what you call people is bullies like that. They try to find the least something wrong with you. But to me, ain't nothing wrong with my damn teeth, and I don't give a damn what they say. Just like I say, ain't nothing wrong with Danny's voice. Ain't nothing wrong with her voice. She sounds just like a black woman, like she's supposed to sound. But he want to say something. He want to say something out the ordinary, because that's all he can say. Because that ain't going to stop those damn petitions being signed on your ass. You can say what the hell you want to say. And that's why you call people like him a bully. Just like now, he'll probably get on his channel and say something about me, just like the one in the base. I ain't gonna mention their name. Introducing about Evangelist Valerie. No, I haven't heard no more news about Evangelist Valerie since I got that thing when they say she was being admitted back into the hospital. But I'm quite sure she's fine. She probably just taking it easy. That's what she need to do. Just take it easy. And just ignore a lot of this ignorant mess. What people are saying, what people was trying to say about her, cause people gonna do that, cause they want attention, they want to keep reality. But soon as people stop talking about these people, soon as everybody stop talking about these people, they'll go away. They truly will. That's why they do the things that they do. That's why they say the things they say. Because they want people to keep talking about them. And I said to myself, I'm not talking about them no more. I don't care what they can say. They can do anything they want to say about me. I'm not doing it no more. Because I'm trying to move on and go further in life. I'm trying to come out here and want to, communicate with my auntie babies and boogie woogies and stuff. And just like I said, I wanted to come out here and give a little story this morning when I was married to my ex-husband. And that's been over about 40-some years ago. I'm gonna push it back every further, as further as I can. Cause I was a young girl, and I never experienced people living their lifestyle the way how they live their lifestyle now. Cause I was a young girl. I married into a family, to be honest. And this is the honest truth. And I love all of them to this day. We all are real close, except me and him. Me and him ain't bad, but we ain't close like his brothers and sisters. I married into a family where I met the men's. The men's was the gay, and the women were gay. So as a young girl, I had friends that were gay, but I never seen people live their life as a man living, being with another man. I was in my early 30s. I was young, but I had friends like that, but I never seen people, ike up on the relationships. I always heard about it, and the women living with women. So, and I was married into a family like that, and that's the way his brothers and sisters was. The boys, they wanted to be. Well, one brother, he was gay, but he didn't act like he was gay, but he liked the men's. He would tell you that I like men's, but I prefer to live with a woman. So y'all don't, y'all got friends like that. They gay, but they don't. They dress like a man and they act like a man. Good morning, Queena. They act like a man and stuff. And I was married to their brother. So this is the man. I didn't know nothing about, being closet and stuff like that. Cause I'm this young girl from out the country. I don't know nothing about that. I know I got gay friends and stuff, but I never seen nobody ike up on it till I was in my, you know, early 30s. And his family, they was honest with me. And then you had the other brother, he was gay, he acted gay, and he, he lived his life as a gay man. But like I say, the other brother, he was gay too, but he didn't live his life as a gay man. He was biased, like he say, he liked men, but he rather live with a woman. And then I met the sister. She was gay. She liked the women. She liked the different women, variety of women. And the other sister, she was like, she was heterosexual. She was straight. And the other brother, he was straight. But this was all his brothers and sisters. So I was married into a family like that. That's why I say I know so much about it and I know how people live their life now. But, as a young girl, when I was in my early 30s, I didn't never met people that, was living their life like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm a little country girl. I didn't know nothing about people who living their life like that. But these was the best brothers and sister-in-laws I ever had in my life, and we still close to these days. And they was honest. And they went to telling me a lot of stuff about him that I was married to. And they used to come to me and they used to say, Auntie, he's not being honest. I mean, not Auntie, Lord have mercy. Sister-in-law, he's not being honest with you. I say, not being honest with me. What is you telling me? Why y'all keep always be telling? And then the mother-in-law, she came and stayed with me because, mama's day. And she told me she had gave all her children away because she was out there on drugs and stuff. She was using, and she put them all in foster care. And she just went on that who was gay and did react on his gay. He said she just left him. She never came back for him. They put him in the newspaper. She just dropped him off to this old sweet woman house one day, and she raised him from that day. And he ain't see his mama no more till when he was a grown man. That's when he seen his mama again. That's some sad ish, but it's true. And so, I married into this type of family because he always talked about his sisters and brothers. He told me, they was gay. This one was that one, and this one was that one. But he never said nothing. I'm glad you had good laws and no matter perfect a blessing. They was a blessing to me, and they still is a blessing to me. We all still close right now. But, he was the main one used to be doing all the talking. My ex-husband used to be saying, oh, that one gay and this. Worse, they had already told me about them anyway, but he had told me also. But he never told me about him. Never told me about him. Never told me about him. I had no idea. But then when you got the mother-in-law, she coming along, she making some, trying to throw hints here and there, because they was kind of like scared of him, because they kept this secret for a long time. They kept this secret for a long time, but then when people go to liking you and they respecting you, they be want you to know the truth. You know, because it wasn't no shame in their gang how they live their life, and all of them still live their life like that today. I'm feeling a little better. Yes, they still, living their life like that today. But it's just the lies and stuff. And he used to always talk about them, and but they always let me know, one came and stayed with me, and he met the love of his life, and they still together. They've been together over 30-some years. He met him through me by staying with me, and him and that guy, they still together. Sure, they still together. He met the love of his life, and he was telling me things what happened to him in prison, that how he was raped in prison and stuff, that he went through a lot, how they gang raped him. He had to stay in the infirmary for 2 and 3 weeks because they messed him up. He said they almost like to kill me, sister-in-law. I say they rape you like that in prison. He said yes, they raped me. They even went as far as use the broom. I said, use the broom. He said he was gang raped in prison. And he's a little fella. He's a nice, little small fella, very attractive man. And I said, why would they want to do that to you? And he said, I don't know. He said, I was sick in prison for a long time. That's what happened. I don't heard of stories like that happening to prison, but I never met nobody that it actually happened to that person and stuff. Him and his family. Then his other brother always told me, I don't know what to say about my brother, sister-in-law. This the other brother. He said, I like men. And he said, I never made that no secret, and I like women too. I said, yeah, you do. I said, he said, but the idea to be in denial. I said, well, who is you talking about in denial? I'm talking about my brother, the one you married to. I said, wait a minute. Good morning, Lisa. Yes, I say the one that I'm married to. Yes, he say, my brother, he like me as much as I do. But yet, he go around here with this woman, that woman, and pretend like he don't like men. And he do like men. And he say that be tearing me up inside. I say, your brother always talk about gay men. Your brother always make fun about gay men. He always look at another man and be calling out that other man, talking about that's so-and-so gay. That's so-and-so gay. He just be calling that person out and stuff. I say, I know your brother don't like men. If I don't know anything, I say, he ain't that way. He said, sister-in-law, I can't tell you that, but I'm letting you know he like men. And I didn't believe it. Young and dumb. I won't say so much as young and dumb, but just young and, just young and didn't know nothing. Just didn't know nothing. Just being a young woman in the city. I didn't know this stuff actually happened and goes on. I'm from a country. I don't be raised up in a little country town where, people kept that stuff secretly. But, in the city, they don't. And so, it's a lot of stuff what Auntie been through. And then, when I go through stuff like that, and then here come the other brother, they pronouncing that he is, but this man would want to fight. He would want to jump on his brothers, and he would want to say, y'all got to go. Y'all around here telling my wife all these lies, and I'm sick of y'all telling my wife all these lies. But I go the other way. If I go the other way, I would just saying all kind of stories. But when you think you're in love, you're gonna believe who you gonna believe, because you just don't know no damn better. And then again, you probably just didn't care because you just thinking you in love. But like I say, these was the first people that I encountered that really lived their life like that. And I had never met people that lived their life like that. My brother-in-law and my sister-in-law. And like I say, we close to this day. I mean, I love them to death, but I had never encountered that. But they told me, things about my ex-husband, and I kind of find out it was true. It was true. It sure was. I went through a lot. I went through so much in that relationship. I damn near lost my life in that relationship just because of the lies and the deceitful. And to this day, he's still like that, but he still live with a woman and he still got a woman. They probably don't know unless they see this video, which I don't give a damn because I ain't called no names. I ain't gonna never call no names. If they ain't figured out by now, I don't know what to tell them. Back in the day, they were more interested than to the whole family. Yeah, it probably was. I don't know. But like I say, the brothers and the sister-in-law, she was straight. But the sister-in-law, she got herself together and she just with one woman now. She used to be on drugs and alcohol, and that's what I'm saying. I can see people. I don't see people go from doing the worstest thing they could do and change their life completely. And she changed her life. She only with one woman now. She not around there with a whole bunch of women. Cause she used to come and stay the weekend with me, and child, she would leave Friday night. I wouldn't see her no more till like Tuesday or Wednesday. She done went and found somebody to stay with. But now she completely changed. She in a relationship. She been in a relationship for about 10 or 20 years. And she ain't on the drugs and alcohol no more. And the other one, like I say, he met his love of his life by coming staying with me. They've been together over 20 years. They've been together about 30-some years now, him and his mate, and they still together to this day. And the other one, he's still doing what he do. He live with a woman, and he still see his men's on the side. And he ain't gonna. One thing I can say about that, when he get in that relationship with that woman, he gonna tell that woman. He gonna be honest with that woman. So that woman cannot say that she don't know. Because that's one thing about him that I love about him. He's not a liar. And he gonna let you know I am biased. Like I like dealing with men, but he say he don't want to live with no man, but he still want to go out there and be with men. And he in a relationship. But I know the woman know. But their brother, he's still in denial. He's still in denial about everything. He would be in denial. He would say, "Oh, she's sitting up there. She's lying about me. She just lying about me because I don't want her. I didn't know. I didn't want the child. That's a whole new story. Who didn't want who? But I knew I ain't run behind you for 20 years. You ran behind me for 20 years. But that's a whole new different story. But at a time. But I'm just saying that how people can just be in denial about so much of things what they do, and you want to live your life. Because like I say, these the best brother and sister-in-laws I ever had. But I didn't expect to be married into a family like that, but I'm glad I did because it taught me a lot. It taught me things that I never knew before. It opened up my eyes about a lot of things. And it taught me that they are people just like us, but they just have their own preference. And they the best people in the world. He the one that's the trash. Like I say, all of them, they love me to death. They check up on me, they call me, they always want, and they always say, I'm the best sister-in-law they ever had in their life. I say, hey, Kimberly, good morning. I'm the best sister-in-law. You the best sister-in-law we ever had. We don't care what nobody say about you, sis. Because you ain't never judged us from day one. We don't have people to judge us. We don't have people didn't want nothing to do with us. You did. And my children, they grown today. And they'll tell you that's their best uncles, auntie so-and-so, and uncle so-and-so. They talk about all the stuff they did for them when they was little, and they say those the best, aunts and uncles they ever had. They don't care how they live, and it made my kids stronger. It made them know more about it. And it made them more being accepting with their friends and stuff, and they don't judge people. Cause they was, brought up around people like that. And they know how people live their life. And they don't judge. My children don't never judge people about nothing. And you got people, got some judgmental people on this earth, but like I say, they taught me a lot. I was this little country girl. I never seen it I didn't happen before. But when I got with a house full of family members was like that, they taught Auntie so much, I tell you. And I'm glad they did, because I learned a lot. I learned how to spot a man when I'm in a relationship when they like other men. They definitely taught me that. And there's so many men out there, you will be shocked. Like I have a gay friend, and he just used to bring the men around me just to show me what type of men he messed with. And he said most of the men that I date is gay. I say, for real? He said they be gay. He said when I bring one around, look at their hand and look at that marriage band. See that marriage band be right on their hand. And they say their wives don't even know. He said no. He said most of their wives don't even know. They think that they got the perfect husband. And it's sad. But it's true. Just like I say, my other brother-in-law, he ain't gonna never go up. He ain't gonna never get in a relationship with a woman and don't tell her the truth. Like my husband did me. He didn't tell me the truth. I had to figure it out. I ended up, befriending one of my brother-in-law friends, and he was in prison with him. And he say, it's true. He can't say I'm lying on him. He said, cause I watched this behind in prison. And he say, he just didn't have no relationship. Like people just have one and have a relationship. He was a maggot. I say, what you mean? What is a maggot? That means they go around the prison, they just go with everybody. They don't give a D. They don't care. They just go with anybody. And he said, if you want somebody like that in your life, I said, oh my God, what the hell I got myself into? What did I get myself into? And he was a friend. He said, I advise you to get up out of it because they not lying on him. And he could say he said, because I ain't scared of him. And I tell him in his face what he is. He said, I watched him, because he said when I was locked up, I was in a relationship, because I ain't want to be riding there going like he was. He was just going with all of them. But when you're young, like I say, I was young. I was a very young woman, but I thank God because God escaped me. He escaped me for a lot of things that could have happened to me. And I am so blessed. And that's why I tell women these days, make sure you got the right one for you. Get you a friend. A friend could tell you what you got. Especially a gay friend. They can tell you if you got some suspicions about if you got a gay friend, they could tell you. That's why I love my gay friends. I do. Because when I was out there in the dating world, they used to tell me, girl, you don't want to be bothered with him. You don't want to be bothered with him. We probably going to have to go out of town to get you a man. Because, I don't have them all around here. And they be straight up. They be honest about it. Try to save you. Try to protect you for a lot of stuff. But some men ain't going to do it. Like the one I was married to. Good morning, Msqueenloretta. Happy Monday, Regina. Happy Monday. Yes, I'm just telling one of my Monday's old story about just beware. If you out there in the dating game, see, Auntie not out there in the dating game no more. But this was happened to me when I was in my 30s, young and stuff. And I know some of y'all probably still out there in the dating game. But you have to beware. You do have to be aware of who you dating, because a lot of them just don't be honest with you. And then there's a lot of biased people out there these days. They will tell you they biased, but you very so often run across one would be honest with you. And you know a lot of women date men like that now. They do. Good morning, Val. Yes, they do. They date men like that, but you know, that's up to you. But something should not be forced on you that you don't know nothing about. I'm just saying because like I was still in denial this man was like that. And today he's still convincing women that he's not like that. And it's been over 30 some years for me. And you know, I watch him be on cruises with women, and women just still fall to his feet. They love him. But I know the family know and other people know. But he is so in denial till he's very convincing that he's not like that. And for a long time, I used to get mad at my brother-in-laws and sister-in-law. I used to think they was actually lying on him. Till I got really the proof. I really got the proof, you know. I really got the proof. Yeah, but that you know, they will lie to the end. And like you say, you think you in love with somebody, you be telling me, no, they not. But see, that's not nothing to really lie about these days. So it's so open now, and people letting you know what they are. But when you in denial and you still want to creep around and you living with women, and then you want every time you see a man who that way, you want to lash at that man, tell me, oh, that so-and-so is that away. But you just like that man. Just like I told him, I said, you sit up there and you talk about all your brothers, the ones who like that. But you don't never say that you like that. Oh, I ain't like that. I ain't like that. I don't care what kind of... you know, Auntie probably could have caught him at it. He one of those type of men. I probably could have caught him in the action. And he still would have told a lie and say, oh, I'm not like that. I'm not like that. But you know, your family members and people know you. They is not going to continue to lie on you. But like I said, I was a young girl and I did escape. I was truly blessed because a lot of stuff could have happened to me, you know. I could have. I could have been gone, you know, just for people don't want to be honest with you. I don't want to tell you, but when you get in a relationship, if you feel like this person is strange and that person is acting strange, you know, it probably is strange. It probably is. Just look into it. You know, don't be so eager to just want to be in love. Find out what that person is truly about. I don't care if you date whoever you dating. That go for both. You know, if you dating a man or you dating a woman, if y'all dating in a relationship, if you gonna plan on getting serious about it, because people do not be honest with you these days. You know, they tell you lies. Good morning, Ernestine, and they don't be truthful with you. And you know, and then people just think sometimes you be lonely when you be young, because when you be young like that, you want to be in a relationship. And you want the relationship to work. You really do. You want to be married. You want to, so much stuff you want to do when you're young. But, you know, just be careful with your heart because your heart is vulnerable. And like I say, it's really, when Ben was doing that subject last week, I probably would have came on there and said a little thing. 'Cause it is some closet men out there. They very closet. And you just don't know how many women right now is married to closet men. There's a lot of them. Lot of them. And don't even know it. And that's the sad part. Like I said, if I wouldn't have had these type of friends and stuff like that, I would have never knew this kind of stuff actually be going on. Yes, my gay friends and stuff, they taught me a lot. They taught me a lot. And we still friends to this day. We very close friends. And and they taught me a lot. And they made me open up my eyes And especially he did. It is that. That's right, Renee. Especially he did. Because I believe that man was not like that. He made me open up my eyes a whole lot. And that's been over 30-some years ago. And he's still like that to this day. And I'm quite sure he don't convince these women that he's not like that. I'm quite sure he's still convincing these women that he's not like that. But I know, his sisters know, his brothers know. We all know, but they don't say nothing about it because when they do say something about it, he go and he want to attack them. He want to fight them. Even his auntie is getting it out this morning. Very auntie, we are here for you. Thank you, Marvel. Yes. You know, auntie just want to tell y'all some stories about her life. Well, auntie don't been through because I'm here to try to help people. Move on in life. Just be aware. Just be aware. Just like auntie could tell you, the people can be so convincing that you really don't think you don't even know who they are. My favorite little sister, Vian, yes. Vian is my favorite niece, one of my favorite nieces, yes. I say her, Danny, and Trees, and so on, and all of y'all. All of y'all. Auntie love all of y'all. So that's why I don't even like to call names. All y'all my favorites, to be honest. Yeah, I just want to, just tell people stuff. And I said, where can I talk to my boogie woogies about it? Well, maybe I could let them know some things. Some men will keep it that secret. Yeah, some men will take that secret to their grave. And that's the truth. They would take that secret to their grave, you know, because people would do anything to try to hide it. They will. But it ain't nothing just to be honest, like his brother. His other two brothers, they honest about it. But like I say, one of his brothers, he lived his life as a man. He looked like he is a very handsome, attractive man. But the other one, he's gay, and he lived his life like women. He feminine. He liked to wear women's stuff. And the other one, he gay, but he looked like a man. He lived his life like a man. And he liked being with men, but he say he don't want to live with a man. He preferred to live with a woman. And that's why when he in a relationship, he let the woman know that he do go out and be with men. And they still be in a relationship with it. And there were all these STDs coming. That's exactly right. That's why I say God spared me. I could have contracted all kind of mess. HIV, all of that. Been gone. But people don't realize when they do stuff like that, they just, it's something that you shouldn't be closet about no more. But it's the truth. And the average black woman is infected with that. And most of them don't even know how they caught it. And the reality, they don't want to say that their husband gave it to them. They don't want to say that. Because they don't want to think of their husband was out there being closet. And it affected black women real bad because black women love men that just get out of prison. Now let's just talk about it. I don't care. When a brother get out the chain gang, and those be the ones be acting up in there, going with this one and that one. Because my friend done told me, and my brother-in-laws done told me. The ones be around here with all these muscles, come out so handsome, waiting for it. They be talking about how many women they gonna have. And they have a woman to buy them a car. Because they looking at their body. They look so good. Women be around here fighting over it. Juice is serious on the back about that, this, such. Yes. The men that in prison, come out with all these muscles. And black women beautiful black women got jaws. If you ever seen Lock Up, Love After Lock Up, you see these women have their own house and everything. It's like that in the real world, but it's a little worse. They come home, they get with these sisters. They have another one round the corner. But they don't want no sister. Good morning, that girl. They don't want no sister. They want them a man. And you can forever know a man when he like other men, because you ain't going to never be able to satisfy him in bed. I don't care what you do to him. If it even tossing his salad or whatever you think you doing, they try to keep that man. Because when they want another man, that's what they want, honey. So, and I be looking at a lot of these women that begin with these prison men. And you know, I can't say nothing because I was young and stupid one time, just like them. But they be waiting on these chain gang men. They be, oh, and then you look up, he got you and the other one cross town. He ain't studying y'all. Because y'all not what he want. He just want y'all materialistic things to help him get on his feet. Good morning. I don't want to you do a username. How you doing? He just wants y'all to get materialistic things for y'all and money and stuff. But reality is, I bet you he got a boyfriend somewhere waiting on him too. And that's why black women's got to wake up. They got to stop running to these old prison men when they get out of prison like that. It don't work out. A friend of Judge Math and her cousin busted on the TV about sending prison. Yeah, you sending them all your money and stuff. And you see that if you look at Love After Lockout, that's some of the truth. But most of the time, those men just whooping those women out their money, but they don't tell them about the other boyfriends they got hid round up in the city. That's why he don't want to be bothered with you. That's why you getting on his nerves. Yeah, that's right, Ernestine. You getting on his nerves. They don't show that part on All About the Lockup, how they be involved with other men and they go meet them. Because when they want a man, ain't nothing you can do about it. They're not attracted to us. They won't be attracted to you. You could be the most beautiful woman. And you can have everything going on for you. But they be irritated because they be want another man. And that's the truth. And these women, they fall for these muscles. Oh, the man come home from prison, they marry that man, everything. And just don't know what that man is doing behind their back. Don't know. He doing something so devastating you wouldn't even believe. So, you know, and I hate to say it, that's why a lot of black women today, it's messed up. Not so much messed up no more because thanks God, you know, because of the new medications and stuff that they have out there, that they could live a normal, healthy life. And, you know, and I'm glad of that because some people is innocent. They didn't deserve to get that. You know, good morning, Auntie and Loretta. Good morning, Queena. They was innocent. They just fell in love. But sometimes, you know, falling in love, you are lucky to have a good in-laws that willing the most of all time. Yes, and we are still close to this day, Cameron. Those my best. I tell them all the time I love them. And they tell me all the time they love me. And they tell me all the time you the best sister-in-law we ever had. Because we didn't even know how to grow up till we met you. You taught us so much how to take care of ourselves. Because you know, like I say, they abandoned it. Their mama abandoned it. Don't want a woman to strap on and they want the real thing. Yeah. They don't want to use protection. A lot of them be coming out of prison and they know what they be having. But still, they still don't want to use protection. They still want to go ahead on and do it to somebody. You know, take a chance. The woman got kids. Good morning, Philip Grace. The woman got kids and everything, you know, trying to take care of her children. You know, and then I see a lot of women be doing so good before. Good morning, TNT. They be doing so well. God been done blessed them with their own house, everything. But they just want that special partner. And most of the time, it end up being some man from prison. Always can talk to me. They've been waiting on them for years and years and years. I say now, God don't bless you with a house and your children. You can find you somebody. You don't have to go for the prison man, but most of the time they go for the prison man because they like the body. They like the body. They know that. That's why they work on their bodies while they're in prison. They work on their bodies while they're in prison. They run around with the little maggots in prison. Telling you that's what they do. That's why when they come home, they don't be into you like that. Because they don't be no ran around with those little maggots in prison like that. They looking for something that they want to, what they had in prison. And 9 out of 10, they going to go out there and find it. That's right, brother, be alone. That's right, buy you a dildo. Put it in the drawer for safekeeping. I'm trying to be funny, but sometimes it's safer that way. You know, you want to play with your health. Especially when you're a young woman, young, beautiful woman, you want to play with your health. You can't trust these men. And I see that how black sisters and white too, all us. We run to these old prison men. Run to them. Ooh. Ooh, Gary, he looks so good. Yes, he do. And when they get out of prison, they ain't got to have nobody because they don't be want nobody. They get somebody just like that. But let me tell you one story about me. Just when he had me and another woman. I was his girlfriend and the other woman was his wife. He had made a mistake and messed up our letters. I said, "Who is that?" He sent her letter and sent me her letter. And me and her got it. And I, some kind of way I had got her phone number. We love you, Auntie. I love you too, Mom. I called the woman. I say, I say, how long you been with him? And she said, I've been riding with him since 90 something. I said, oh, well, you show his wife, because I sure ain't been riding with him that long. I said, I've been knowing him all my life, but I just started riding with him just a few years ago. And I said, that's why he got me labeled as girlfriend. I said, but if you've been riding with him that long, you sure enough is his wife. She talking about, so you been knowing him, he been riding you too? I said, yes, he been riding me too. And he had got out of prison. And he found out that me and her had talked to each other, all the lies. This woman had done went and bought them wedding bands and everything, child. I said, wedding band? Yes, she talking about he got on his wedding band right now. I said, well, when he came to my house, he ain't have on no wedding band. Oh, he ain't got that band on. I said, he showed on. And then what make it so bad, me and her both was looking for him. She calling me, talking about, is he over there? I said, no, he ain't over there. And I'm calling her. I said, no, I ain't found him yet. And then his sister came along and told me, say, I know where he at, sis. I said, where he at? Say he at the motel with another man. I called and told her too. She told me, I'm on my way. I'm on my way down there. I said, well, honey, you come on and do whatever. But I bet you I ain't going that way. I told her what room number they was in and everything. And I said, now you go. He made both of us look stupid. He wasn't even studying either one of us. Came home with all those muscles and stuff. That's what kind of games they play in the chain game. They be ready, and they even more ready for them now because they have access to computers and all kind of stuff now and there. They don't do nothing but play these women and sit up there and laugh. At the John, yeah, at John House. He was talking about he just had to go because he was under so much pressure. He couldn't stand the noise because he had been locked up so much and he just feel like a tug of war. I said, well, what you tugging? Don't supposed to be nobody but me, but which I knew he had her, but I never knew he had him. It ain't funny, but it's the truth. He had him too. And yeah, and couldn't find out that's where he was. And me and her around here arguing with each other. We want to beat each other over here, child, because all those muscles he came home. When he came home, I mean, had muscles everywhere. Muscles hanging all off of him. Every time he moved, the muscles y'all know how it is, lady. The muscles just be walking around. You just looking at them, glazing at them, Hey, good morning, Dominique. Yeah, you just glazing at how fine they is. That's all. They know they work on their bodies. And they do that to attract the women. They who they want to attract. And they know they're going to attract a lot of women. But they don't be want no woman. Why you think they keep going in and out of there? That should tell you a lot right there. But no, we silly women, black women, especially us, we crazy about old prison. Man, they come out of prison, got some muscles. And that's what get us into deep ish all the time. You, me, and yeah, you, me, and him. Yeah, remember that song? Yeah, girl. Oh, I remember that song. Yeah, you, me, and him. That's what that song was talking about. That's exactly what it was talking about. Yeah, and we just lose our mind as black women. Instead of just us focusing to our children and just trying to get it together, but we all, they try to make like they love your children. So that's the game. They be working on all those skills while they locked up. That's fun. Yeah, they be working on that game. How many kids she got, man? He was supposed to take my son somewhere to the trucker thing when you go to the stadium and you see all the trucks piled up on top of each other. Oh, he made sure he gonna spend so much time with my son while he was locked up. Cause my son need a father figure and he gonna be the man that I wanted him to be. Although he had this other woman now, she was the wife and I was the girlfriend. But he was gonna do all of that for my child. Yeah, when he got out, he wanted to see my son. My son was pretty big then. He was about 9, 10, my son. He told me, yeah, man, you going to have a date. We going to go over here and see the trucks and all this. Man, please, that man came through and tried to have me, her, and him. That might have wanted, well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. You can't even trust them with your kids no more. See, I was young. I don't learn a lot. That's why I'm very overprotective of my grandbabies and stuff. Yeah, yeah, you can't even trust them. You can't trust them with your children no more. Sure can't, especially the boys. You used to have to watch the girls. But you have to watch those damn boys worse than the girls now. That's the way it don't get. I hate to say that, but it's the truth. But just like I said, if I didn't have gay friends and stuff that taught me all this stuff and schooled me with a lot of this stuff and my brother-in-laws and my sister-in-laws, I would never knew the world worked it like this, and that's God having truth. And I was in my 30s when I found out all those dry lies. Yeah, Ernestine, all the dry lies. I was in my 30s when I found out. That's how the world really be working, and that's how people really be looking. Like I say, I was a country girl. I didn't know nothing. I didn't know nothing, and my parents were real, real strict on me. But when I moved to the city, when my kids was about, I think my daughter was about 2 or 3, and my son was about 4. And that's when I moved back. Moved to the city. And I had to find out a lot of stuff, and I learned a lot. I got, my heart broken and tore up in a lot, but it made me grow up. That's why I tell people, don't be strict on your children. If your children start want to learn stuff at 13 and 14 years old, sometimes you just have to let them learn it because you don't want them to grow up. Because being too strict on a child can hinder a child. A lot of people may not believe that because it hindered me. My parents were so effing strict on me. That's why I didn't know nothing. Clean your lipstick off your teeth. Oh, okay, thank you, Marv. That's what I'm like. Thank you. Yes, because I was so stupid, And I didn't know nothing. My parents were so strict. They was very strict on me. And they didn't want us to go nowhere. So that's why I didn't know a lot of things. I didn't know a lot of things. That's why I'm saying you could be too strict on your child sometimes, and you can hinder that child. You really can. I'm starting to talk to my kids at 10. Yes, and let your kids, I know you may not trust them, but you just trust them to go so much when they get that age, 13 and 14. And let them date. If they want to start dating at 14, Long as you there to chaperone it, and you know, cause they need to learn. Cause if they don't date nobody till they get 18 or 19 years old, that's how people gonna take the advantage of them. And that's how people gonna walk over them. And they ain't gonna know nothing. And see, that's what happened to me. I was a young girl, had children, and still didn't know nothing. Cause my baby daddy was like mostly like the first man, the second man that I was with. And I didn't know nothing. And that's how people came along and took advantage of me in the city. But I grew up fast. And that's why I share my stories today. Let people know you can't trust nobody. You have to be careful. I married into a family. Like I say, the men, they weren't, the family, they just, had their own sexual preference. That's the way they was. I had never been around a family like that before. My family wasn't like that, but his family was. And, I didn't even know nothing about that type of lifestyle. But I learned about it. And I learned that there was people just like me. They just lived a different lifestyle when it came to sexual preference. And that's the only thing was different. That's the only thing I seen different because, like I say, my children, they loved them. They ain't never disrespect my children. That mean they talk about them today. They love them today and they grown. And, talk about how respectful they was. Now him, they don't too much like the ex. But they don't hate him. But they don't too much like him. They just thought he should have been more honest with his preference, which he's still not today. But that's the way it is. But just like I say, let your children breathe. Let your children get out there and date at the age of 14 if they want to have a boyfriend and stuff. See what happened? My sister, she got pregnant when she was 14. And I guess my parents figured if she got pregnant when she was 14, we got two more, me and my sister. But me and my sister, they took it out on us. We couldn't go nowhere. We couldn't do nothing. We couldn't even breathe. I didn't actually get a boyfriend till I was about 18 or 19 years old. I was a grown woman. And that's why I think that men's had a head start on me because I didn't get a chance to date when I was 14 and 15 years old. Because if I had her, they would have never been pulling that mess on me. The mess that they could pull on me now and get away with it, they would have never been trying to try me like that. But that's what I'm saying. You let your children know the experiences out there, in the dating game and stuff. So when they get adults and stuff like that, they can protect themselves more. They'll know how to handle themselves more. And just let them know. Don't let them, especially if they're going to move to a city. You don't need to move to a city and be green because people take advantage of it. Y'all know they do. They still taking advantage of you when you're young, and especially when they think you green and you don't know nothing. Your children got to learn, and sometimes it breaks your heart to let your child go, but you have to. And I let mine go years ago. Yeah, I got one just turned 37, and I got one to be turning 40 in July, if the Lord's will. Yep. And that's been a long time. For to say that I got a child 40 years old almost. We knew for gay he was 5, and I don't know. Mom talked to him. He caught AIDS in the earth. Oh, that's so sad. Yes, I got friends and stuff who HIV and stuff, but I got my friends. They've been living 30 and 40 years. Sure have. A class with one I was raised up with. Yeah, he live up north. Yeah, and they've been living a long time. They still living. Look good too. Don't even look like they even have nothing like that. But I thanks God that it have came a long ways. People can live now. Thanks God for that. Because it's so many people, so many innocent people, just by being in love with somebody, have caught that and gone. Gone. because they loved that person. That person wasn't honest. And there's so much of that is happening right now. There was no medication back. No, it wasn't. It was not no medication back then and there. 40 years and 50 years ago. People was, yeah, they was literally dying like flies, you know. People was, I just found out, I don't know if y'all ever heard of the little girl called Ideal. She was born with AIDS. And she's still living to this day. She's still living to this day. I think she was on, if I ain't mistaken, when they did that special with, if I ain't mistaken, I don't know, was she on there with Justin J? But I know she's still living. She was born with it, and she in her 30s now. hmm Yeah, beautiful girl, still beautiful, very attractive. It's just situations where people, contracted that situation. They can't help how they got it. Yeah, you remember? Yeah, they can't help how they got it. And the ones who out here that don't have it, they should be blessed. But during those days, it wasn't no hope for people. People was. I remember. I used to sit up and cry because people was dying so fast. I mean, they were just rapidly dying. They were just dying like flies. And anybody wanted to say that they had that, they thought it was a death sentence. But thanks God, it's not a death sentence anymore. People is living their normal life. People is looking good. And I thanks God for that because all of the closet, dishonest people out here will not tell people about their situation. They don't care. I know a guy with the deals and married men and them the situation. There are places to tell their wife what they really said. Yeah, that is true. But it always but the men who don't want to tell their wife and stuff, those be the closet ones. They be in so much of denial till they would fight. They would want to fight everybody because they'll say no, no, no. But they ain't gonna be honest. They ain't gonna be honest, and they don't care. Cause just like they just don't care. But this where I told him he can go to jail for that, and he said they don't care. Cause most of the time, when stuff like that happen to black women, they don't be want people to know, so they don't want to tell on him. HIV just coming on the scene. When I got out the nursing school, I saw so many deaths. That's right. Yeah, it was. When it first came out, yeah, you seen a lot of deaths. People were just dying. Yeah, people was looking like skeletons. You could look at people and tell that they were sick. They didn't look like normal people. They didn't. They didn't look like normal people, hey sugar. They didn't look like normal people. They looked completely different. They was darker. And it was sad. You could just look at that person and say, oh, they got, when it first hit the scene. But thanks God it's not like that anymore. It's not like that at all. You can't tell if a person have it or don't have it. You can't tell at all. hmm You really can't tell. And yes, it was ravaged of the body. Yes, it was. Yeah, it took control. I mean, just took control of people's body. They just lost weight rapidly. Just lost weight. They had open sores on their body. Yeah, they did. They had open sores. They had a lot of stuff going with them, and ain't nothing nobody could do about it, cause half of the doctors and stuff. Good morning, Monique. They were scared to touch the patients. They didn't want to be, cause they didn't want to contract nothing. They really just didn't know. They really just didn't know. But like I say, God is a good God. Now He got a cure here. You might as well say it's a cure, cause these people look damn good and they living a long damn time. So that's why I say it is a cure For these people to take one pill a day and live their normal life and look damn good. Lots of people were saying that they had cancer instead. They sure was. They had cancer, and if it wasn't cancer, they had sugar diabetes. We really sad to see up close, and we is really sad to see up close and personal. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, they were saying they had all kind of things what's going on with them. You know, it have came a long way. God have came, and I can't say God is a miracle, and he worked at that miracle. Yes, and I thank God that people can live their normal life now. They can see their grandchildren get old. They can see see their family members and stuff. Stuff a lot of them couldn't see because they left here so rapidly, so fast, so quick. So we got to be blessed and thanks God that things have turned around. And it turned around just in time because, like I say, it's people out there, they don't care. And just like I say, the young women, they be want the men from out the chain gang. But those the ones y'all got to beware of. You got to beware of them. You got to beware of them. Because they ready for you. They y'all don't see love after lockup, but love after lockup don't show everything. They just show little glimpse. But that's how those men do those women. They don't be want to be involved with those women. And like they most of the women, they know that the men's be gay. Just like that girl, she couldn't tell that guy was gay. He didn't even want to. He didn't even want to make love to her. So that should tell you a story right there. If a man been locked up that long, he gonna really, really, but you have to force him to make love to you, cause he not into you. It ain't got nothing to do with you being. It just he want the opposite sex. It's not you. Period. It's not the next woman. Philly Tom Hanks and then there was the tearjerker. Yes, that was a good movie. It really was. It really was. Well, anyway. We could talk about this again at another time. Auntie gonna get ready to get off of here, but I don't know if y'all watched the Most Beautiful Girl video. The girl was telling the some stories about Prince over there on Trees channel. That's an interesting topic that her and Trees got going on over there. If y'all want to go watch that, cause Auntie was that's but about Prince. But a lot of people didn't know about Prince. And I'm gonna tell you the part that I know. I seen Prince in concert. And a lot of people didn't know that Prince was bisexual. He was bisexual. And he let it known to people that he was bisexual. Enjoy your day too. Yes, because when he did his concerts, he always made out with a man on stage and he made out with a woman. And that's how we knew when we was young. Yeah, I was in my 20s to know that Prince was bisexual. That was a good interview. Yes, it was. But I know Prince was bisexual. He liked the men's and he liked the women. That's nothing that Prince kept secret. To my knowledge, I always knew Prince to be bisexual. It wasn't nothing new. But some people say he's not. But I know when he performed in concert, where I seen him at Lakeland Civic Center, he let the world know because he made out with a dude, he made out with a woman. And that's how we found out. We was young. We was real young when we found out that Prince was bisexual. But Auntie gonna get ready to get off of here, but I just had to tell y'all some story. Just came to right in my mouth, just try to help somebody if I can. When you're young and stuff like that, you just beware, be careful. Yeah, because Auntie don't date no more. I don't trust people. I don't trust nobody. I don't trust the apps. But, okay, I'm going to get ready and get off of here. And y'all hit the like button. And thanks for supporting Auntie. And like and subscribe, okay? And y'all have a good day. Y'all have a good rest of the fun day Monday. Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Tell all your friends. Tell all your friends. Bye. Bye, Auntie Babies and Boogie Woogies. Y'all have a good day. Bye-bye.